I'd like to introduce Martha Guidry.
Before we continue, though, I do want to mention one thing. I mean, you guys are food experts. You're in the industry all the time. I work in food and restaurant and some other categories. You know a lot about this stuff. Some of this stuff might be review-like, and that's okay, because sometimes we're really bad about doing the obvious. So hopefully today it'll be a helpful reminder. I mean, some people would say knowledge is power, but I actually think knowledge plus action is power. So if you know a lot and you don't act on it, you're not going to get the results that you want. If I just had a minute of your time, this is what I'd like you to take away, that knowing food trends is really important, but dovetailing those trends with consumer understanding and with smart marketing can really make a difference between sink or swim for you. So hopefully you'll walk away with some of that. Probably the biggest thing, which is probably no surprise to you guys, is convenience. Our life is driven by wanting things convenient. If it's really easy, if the packaging is right, I can actually just warm it up, or it's already set to serve. Those kind of things are the preparation that, quote, people are willing to pay for. And your business here is you want to make money. If you don't want to make money, you're just doing, charity work, giving out food. But if you can make it easy for people, it's worth a premium for them. So that's why this idea of preparation is really important. So let's start with organic. I know everyone talks organic, organic, organic. Well, the reality is that's the number, $26.7 billion in organic sales. But you want to make sure if someone comes into your restaurant, and if that's a reason to keep them away, can you offer an organic salad or something just to appease them? Another one, gluten-free. Fad? Fact? Well, I looked up the numbers, and celiac disease, which is an intolerance to gluten, has doubled every 15 years since 1974. 1 out of every 100 people that come through the door of your restaurant potentially have the disease and can't eat gluten. So again, you have to think creatively. How are you going to delight this customer? How are you going to make them feel special? And we all know it's a lot easier to retain a customer than to get a brand new one. How good are you being at helping me be good? I put an example here from Applebee's. They have that Weight Watchers menu. And even if you aren't familiar with Weight Watchers, the name is fairly transparent. You know what Weight Watchers stands for, and if they're putting a Weight Watchers on a piece of cake, I have to believe it's probably slightly better for me or slightly lower in calories or fat. Facebook, even though I don't think Facebook is the world's best place for building a business, people do talk. And I put that up as an icon of just any of the social networking. People talk. People will, they can ding you or praise you overnight, and things can get sensational. And so you want to know what's going on there. But your website, obviously, if you don't have a website, you need it. Lots of information there. If you're going to take reservations, clearly, you can do that on that site. People can be part of your email club. If you have, if you know their birthday, you have an opportunity to email them and get them back in for their birthday. Your website can be really powerful, and particularly as people, younger people are coming into your, buying category. That's sort of the way they communicate. Word of mouth, very powerful. So you find your talkers in your restaurant and give them something to talk about. Delight that person so she's going to yap it to everybody, because that's probably going to build your business faster than anything else. And I think at the end of the day, all of us, as I mentioned before, want to be delighted. We want to have a reason to come back. So my challenge for you today would be take some of these things home, think about it, and think about how you can actually delight your customer the next time they come in so that they come back.